Look what I found in the Habitat for Humanity store. This is the Tower 6157 Geiger counter made for Sears in the 1950s and 1960s. Pretty cool find. Now this probably has no practical prepping value as it is so old. What this was designed for is back in the 50s, it was the height of the Cold War, and most people were convinced that a nuclear exchange between the US and the Soviet Union was possible. If you look at old films from the time, there were duck and cover drills in schools. People had bomb shelters in their yards, and a lot of people went to the Sears catalog and ordered their Geiger counter, or count rate meter, as it's otherwise known. The way that this actually functions is that using the wand actually collects radioactive waves or particles in the air and translates them to the millirems per hour. Now this one does have some obvious damage to it. It's missing the lens cover for the light, and the light bulb is not currently working. It's missing the actual knob to turn it on and off. But I put in a couple of D-cell batteries this morning, and when I use these to turn it on, sure enough, it makes a little squeal and comes on. Now you'll see the dial is pegged out at 20 millirems per hour right now. I don't think we're taking fallout, but I think it's just not calibrated. Oh, and the light is actually flickering on and off also in an old-fashioned light bulb way. So that's pretty cool. I don't see a lot of value in this. It is functional with, it has about 3 tubes inside it, and they're all working, and it's got power, and it probably just needs a good cleaning and calibration to get working again. And if I come across someone who can do that for me, I'll certainly go ahead. It couldn't hurt to have it. But again, it's so old that I just thought it was a really cool thing to have. Popping the case off. Popping the case off, the guts look pretty good. First off, I've got a full wiring diagram and serial number on this unit, and looking at this is a walk down memory lane, looking at all these capacitors and tubes and wires that were pre-chip, pre-transistor age, when we were still in the age of vacuum tube. And I've just put these batteries in this morning, but it's got 1 tube, 2 tubes, 3 tubes there that are all seem to be working good. They visibly they look okay. So whereas I don't see this having a lot of actual prepper value, it is sort of an artifact of an era gone by, or one could even say the very first prepper movement back in the 50s and 60s at the height of the Cold War. It never ceases to amaze me, the good stuff that I find in these the Goodwill stores, the Salvation Army stores, Habitat for Humanity store, and some of you may remember that I built my daughter's bug out bag exclusively from those type of stores, and got stuff amazingly cheap, really good stuff for her. All right, thanks for your time. Stay safe.